guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. This video is a part of my VSG series, aka my weight loss journey. I have a bunch of older videos that explain like what VSG surgery is and why I got it and blah 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 blah. So watch that if you need to, fill yourself in on the information. But yeah, I know it's been a while since I've posted, a lot of procrastination in that, and also I've been like really busy with school and working especially. So yeah, I'm gonna fill in a lot of blanks, and yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. So for those who don't know, I had the VSG surgery about a year and a half ago, December 11th of 2020. So, I'm a year and a half out. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll answer some questions like if I'm eating more, if I've gained weight, because I know a lot of people say that after a year you gain weight and you're able to eat more. I feel like for everyone it's different. For me, I feel like I'm pretty much eating about the same that I was eating before. Like literally for breakfast I had half a bagel, and of that half I only ate half of that, and I had half a banana, and I had a couple sips of my juice. I haven't been doing as good as I wanted with eating and like drinking fluids, but I'm slowly getting better, guys. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. And I also know people say like, after a year you stop losing weight, you might even gain weight because your stomach itself, like not this part, like yeah, the actual organ that was, worked on, starts to expand after a while. I actually am kind of still losing weight. I've lost, I've lost about 92 pounds in 1.5 years. That sounds crazy when I say it out loud, because when you're in the progress, it doesn't feel like it's a lot. Because for me, especially, I'm what you would have called a slow loser. I lost weight on the scale very slowly. I feel like you could see it better physically than like versus on the scale. But yeah, right now I'm 150 pounds and I'm comfortable at that weight. I'm totally fine with not losing any more weight. I feel okay with my body. I just, if anything, lose my belly, it's not much of it left, but I still like a flat stomach and I want to tone my body. Other than that, like with losing weight, I'm fine. Like I feel like 150, that's a good weight for me because I started at 242 or 243 pounds. And so yeah, 150, I'm good with it. But yeah, it fluctuates between like 140 something to 150, but like that's where I'm pretty much around now. So yeah, the weight loss, it's been pretty good to me. All right, okay, and moving on from that, along with like, post VSG surgery, being a year and a half out, I do still like have some frustration sometimes when I'm eating, just because like not being able to finish my food, even when it's a small amount, I'll get annoyed because I'm like, bro, come on. And people will be like, oh, just finish it, just force yourself to eat it. No, I will look at them like they're crazy, because like, are you crazy? Like, no. For me, if I try to force myself to finish food, no matter how little it is, it hurts. It feels like I have like a tennis, no. Yeah, it feels like a tennis ball stuck here. That's what it feels like. Like I have something stuck in my chest that won't move but is on fire. And like my stomach will hurt. Not like I need to use the bathroom type of hurt. It will just like hurt like it's trying to digest or whatever. Like, ooh, yeah, girl, or you ate too much and now you gotta pay the consequence. No. So we don't force food over here. I don't care how small it is. Because I feel like people need to realize that not everyone's body is the same. How you eat, how your body processes it, is not the same way mine does. So I'm not about to force myself to eat more to appease you. That's weird. What? Okay. Anyways, other than that, always having to like explain to people like, it's not that I don't like the food, I just get full fast, so please don't get offended if I don't finish the food or whatever, like that you cooked or whatever, like that's it. But other than that, I'm a cheap date, baby. Honestly, we could share a plate, because I'm not gonna finish mine. I'm always gonna bring it home. Like I'll go to like Texas Roadhouse, and obviously their portions are like, and like you get your plate of food and it's like, oh, okay, you take your little picture like, ooh, I'm about to F this up. 3 bites later, yeah, I'm full. I'm taking all this home. Do I finish it when I get home? No, but you know, that's just how it is. That's VSG post afterlife for me. I don't know if like other people have that experience too. I know my friend does definitely, but you know, everyone's different. And yeah, that's also what I have to explain to people that like excuse me, that like, yeah, I eat like a rabbit, so I get full fast, but then, you know, 15 minutes later, I'm probably gonna be hungry again, so you're gonna see me like picking at the food, like, a couple bites, alright, I'm done. 15 minutes later, okay, I'm done. Like, that's just how it is. So normally I try to keep snacks on me, because I'm like, ugh, I'm hungry. Yeah, so yeah, but, you know, to prevent me from eating out. So yeah, and like honestly how much I can eat really depends, because a lot of times it's different. Like there are times where I can eat more and other times where it's literally like 3 bites and I'm like, alright, I'm done. I don't know if it's like, am I really full, or is it just like I don't really feel like eating, because that's also another thing. Like for me personally, a lot of times I just don't really feel hungry, so I gotta remind myself like, girl, you better eat. And then it's not like me not wanting, it's not like I don't want to eat. I love food. It's just, I just don't feel hungry, you know? So that's why, like, if I'm not eating, I'll try to supplement by drinking, you know? One of those glorious protein shakes that we all love so much, us VSG girls and guys. Yeah. Yeah, so then lastly, of my frustrations, I guess would... sometimes like I get overwhelmed if there's too much food on my plate. Like, you know, going out to eat sometimes, obviously the portions here are like crazy big, so like I'll just be like, that's a lot. I'd rather you give me like a mini plate so I could just take some off of that and then put the rest away, because it's just but you know, whatever, it is what it is. So other than that, let's move on to my hospitalization that happened in March. Hey guys, so I figured I would just make a quick video while I'm here. As you can see, I have some IVs hanging. Yeah, so I'm pretty much on my 2nd bag of thiamine right now. So I should be getting one more after this later on. They did want to keep me here at one more night, just to make sure that everything's okay. As far as how I'm feeling, I feel okay, other than just exhausted, and that's it really. But other than that, I feel fine. Okay, so in March, I went in to get routine lab works done, like, you know, you would normally do after VSG surgery, like 6 months, 1 year, blah, blah, blah. So I got my lab work done, you know, the blood test, and they had called me, like, a week later when I was at work, and they were like, yeah, so some of your vitamins were really low, and there's one that's, you know, in specific that's really, really low, and that's a really important one. And they called me, and they're like, yeah, we need you to come into the emergency room right now so we can treat you. And I was like, right now? Like, can I come in like later in the day? And they're like, okay, as long as you get here today. And I was like, all right, cool, because I just want to finish work and I had some like stuff to do. So yeah. All right, so I got to the hospital. I was already deadbeat tired because I pretty much had just gone off of a 16-hour shift. Mind you, I work 60 to 70-hour weeks, if not more sometimes if I pick up. But the vitamin that they had told me was really low, that was like the one that made me go into the emergency room, was thiamine, or what you can call B1 vitamin. The function, what it does is it pretty much helps your body cells change the carbohydrates into energy. So yeah, carbohydrate, the whole role of carbohydrates is to provide energy for your body. So obviously me being low on thiamine also played into why I was feeling so tired. And also thiamine also plays a role in muscle contraction and nerve signals, which is why I had symptoms of tingling in my hands, where it kind of feel numb sometimes, and in my feet. But like I just, like I had it, but I never like connected 2 and 2 together. Okay, so outcome. What is the outcome of having low thiamine? The outcome can be, if you're deficiency in thiamine, loss of weight, loss of appetite. I definitely had loss of appetite, confusion, memory loss, muscle weakness, and heart problems. I definitely had the memory loss. I always thought I just had bad memory, but I didn't realize how bad it had gotten, I guess. And loss of weight, I mean, I had VSG surgery, so that was bound to happen. So I wouldn't draw the two. And the loss of appetite, because there were times where I was literally just not hungry. There was that too. And heart problems, thankfully I didn't have that. So yeah, so that's pretty much the main reason why I went to the hospital. I definitely have clips from the hospital that I'm gonna stitch into this video too. But yeah, pretty much guys, take your vitamins. It's serious. I didn't realize how, and that sounds stupid because I'm a nurse, but I didn't realize how important vitamins were until I was in the state that I was in the hospital. So yeah, I definitely learned my lesson there. Please, please, please take your vitamins, guys. Don't be like me. I know it's hard because who wants to take medicine every single day, pills and swallow, but you know, they have different types. Like, you just gotta find what works for you, to be honest, and make sure you're on a schedule and set reminders. Even if you gotta write it on your arm, put post-it notes all over your walls, put alarms on your phones, whatever. Because yeah, I ended up staying in the hospital for a week because every day it was yeah, so we're actually gonna keep you in another day, and like by like I think the 5th day I was like, no, I really gotta go, because I had also just started a new job that week, and I'm like, I really gotta go. Like, I was feeling better at the time, so I was like really walking just to pass time. Here I got my midline in my arm, as you can see, so I was hoping that'd be my real last day, and it actually was. So you know, I had to take another video and do my little happy dance. But I mean, I do want to like say thank you to the staff there, because they were honestly so amazing. My nurses, my PA, the doctors, my surgeon that I got to see too, that, you know, I originally did the surgery. They're all so nice and attentive to me. Like, it was amazing. Good experience with them, because I feel like during the last like 3 days or whatever is when I was really just like, alright, I'm gonna go home. I feel like crap. But yeah, I definitely got better. So when I was at the hospital, I also had to do so many dang tests, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I hate this. I had to get a MRI done, which was not the best experience for me, because I literally I went down to the MRI. First of all, I was wearing a wig, and I had to take the wig off because I had combs in it, and you can't have any like metal type of things or nothing. I had to take off all my piercings, all that stuff. But I'm laying down, and they're like, all right, so you know, we're about to go in, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. I'm done, I'm tired anyways, I'll just take a nap, because they're like, it'll take 45 minutes. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm like, all right. I start to go in, and I was just like,
I'm sorry, take me out for a second.
because I was like, I swear I didn't know I was claustrophobic until you put me into that small little space. I'm like, I know I need to get this done. Just let me breathe first and calm down, because I'm like, you see it on TV, you see it on Grey's Anatomy, but to actually go through the experience, yeah, not a fun experience. So yeah, they started putting me back in, and I literally just had to like, talk to myself, like, inside my head. I was just talking, trying to calm myself down. I was shaking like crazy, because I was like, and they had to put my whole body in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because I'm like trying not to hyperventilate, but I'm slowly hyperventilating and like tearing up. And I'm like, literally what I had to do is I was rapping inside my head, because like, and it's super loud inside the MRI machines, like very loud. So like, I was just rapping to the beat of the scans, and I was just like, yeah, that's, pretty much anything to keep me from crying and having a panic attack, because I honestly, it would have gotten so bad that I would have passed out, because yeah. So that's how that went. After that, you know, they brought me back to my room. So yeah, got back to my room. I was just like, I called, I don't even know who I called. I was just like, I never want to go through that again. I was crying, I was like, so I never want to go through that again. Everything came back clear. I think there was just one thing that they're looking at. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, a couple days later, they gave me a midline in my arm, so pretty much, which is cool. It looks like a PICC line, but it's not. It was just like a long IV that can stay in your arm for like a continuous amount of time. So it can stay, I think, up to 6 weeks or more. Don't quote me on that, but it can stay in your arm for a while. You can get medication through it. They can draw blood through it, which is great because they poked the F out of my arm. I had to get IVs redone because they became occluded, meaning that like it pretty much meaning like there's like a blockage in the line, you know, which can cause like a rise in pressure, so like you won't even be able to flush it out and give medication. So I had to keep getting poked. So I'm glad they gave me the midline. But the main reason they gave me the midline was so that I can go home and do the rest of my thiamine treatment at home. So I had a midline in my arm and it stayed in for about a week, and I literally have like I still have the dots on my arms. I don't know if you can see them, but I have the dots on my arms because, you know, it stayed in for a while. So yeah, so I was giving myself the thiamine treatment at home through an IV, through my midline. That was an experience. I gotta say, the first day that I tried it, I had a panic attack because alright, so this is pretty much all the medication that I got, like saline flushes, heparin flushes, syringes, the IV bag, tubing, all that. Here's pretty much what the setup would look like before I'd give myself the medication. So this is what the prep would look like. And here's the next video of the actual process. So this is me, the syringes, me getting the thiamine that I need out of there, because I had to take it out of that tube in order to put it into the saline solution that it is mixed with. So this is me adding it in and then mixing it up just a little bit. Next, I had to grab a little bit out of another bottle for the process. And then here I'm getting my tubing ready, spiking my tubing, getting the air bubble out, blah, 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 blah. You already know what I'm supposed to do. And if you don't, now you do. And this is me cleaning my line before I flush it with some saline to make sure I have a nice and clear patent line. So there I am. And I have like a weird smelling sensation that I get every time I push it. Anyway, so this is me connecting my midline to the actual tubing where the medication is. And yes, I'm trying to practice, guys. I was doing what I gotta do because your girl's a nurse now. Don't mind me, but yeah, I finally got everything hooked up, and so this is that process. So this is pretty much what I had to do every day for 7 days straight. And yeah, so there it is. That's me excited because your girl did it again. Okay, shake, shake, shake. Yeah, so the first day I tried the thiamine at home, injection at home, I did have a panic attack just because the information, because we had went over how to do everything beforehand, and I already was familiar with how, like with IVs because nursing school, being a nurse. But it's just that the information that the nurse had given me before I left didn't really match with what I had gotten. So I was just like, no, what is this and what is that? And I wasn't getting a response, and I was just like, okay, I really, really need this because I really don't want to go back to the hospital. What's going on? But it was handled and everything, and I called my brother and he helped me out, and I called my other brother's girlfriend and she helped me out. Shout out to y'all because y'all helped me out that day for real, because I was like crying like But anyways, got better about that. Yeah, so also before I forget, with the hospital stay, because obviously they give you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The food was good to me. I ate like a rabbit anyways, whatever. But it was there that I realized how much I babysit unintentionally, how I babysit my food. So like I'll eat a couple bites, then save it, and then eat a couple bites and then save it, and I'll do that throughout the day. So that's why, like, I guess a lot of times at home I thought I was doing good at eating, but the whole time it took me a whole day to finish one small plate of food, which also plays into why my vitamins weren't doing so good, because obviously you get vitamins from food too. So like to the point where my nurse and PA at the hospital were like, are you a vegetarian? And I was like, no, I very much love meat. And they're like, yeah, because your lab work shows that like you don't not really getting a lot of meat there, so we thought you were vegetarian. And I was shocked. I was like, no, I love meat. I love chicken. I love chicken. I like turkey, you know, chicken breast, turkey breast, I'm there, you know, steak, I like it. So it was there that I realized I really do need to do better at like at least like meal prepping and stuff, like bowls. So I remember like, all right, you ate this one, girl, eat the next one, let's go. You gotta keep going. But yeah, I noticed that there. So that was that. But alright, this is gonna be me closing out because I really didn't want to make this video too long because nobody likes hearing people talk. I can be one of those people that talk. So anyways, overall my VSG experience has been pretty good. I've learned, obviously I need to take my vitamins seriously. I need to take, you know, I need to do better at like eating and my protein intake, my food intake and stuff like that, especially now in the summertime when like everybody's dehydrated and everything like that. I definitely don't regret having the surgery at all. Like, it's the best thing ever. I know a lot of people are like, it's the easy way out. It's like, sir, ma'am, all of you have a knowledge deficit related to what the surgery is because you don't even have the facts to back up what you're saying. You don't even know what you're talking about. Like, first of all, it's not something that was easy. Like, watch my earlier videos where I actually explain like what you have to do to get the surgery, this, that, and the third. Like, it's not like I woke up and I had a new body. Hello, did you hear it? It took me a year to lose all this weight. I learned I did, you know, lose it faster than a normal person would because I had, you know, the crutch of the surgery to help. But I mean, I put in the work. I put in the work with my eating and all that stuff, you know. And there are a lot of people that still, even after a year, they gain all their weight back. So, you know, don't come to me trying to tell me I took the easy way out, baby. No, I worked my ass off to look like this. Period, point blank. Okay, so yeah, and that's pretty much that. Obviously I still have a nutritionist that I speak to, that still checks with me regularly, and I have a PA there at the weight loss center. I think they're all great because, you know, they check in with you, see if you're okay, see how you're doing. You can call them if you have any questions, this, that, and the third. For vitamins, I take this thing called a berry, I don't know, I'll put it something, it's pretty much bariatric pills. But they're vitamins and they pretty much cover everything that I need, especially like, you know, like the iron, I say that weird, iron, and then calcium D. It covers pretty much what I need, and that's what my nutritionist told me to get, so that's what I'm using. And then other than that, they told me to take zinc for like a couple weeks, so I'm doing that. And then other than that, I'm also other than the zinc, I don't think there's really much of anything else that I'm really taking. Oh, well, obviously I was taking the thiamine, but other than that, like, I don't really take that much that they prescribe for me for vitamins. But yeah, it's like a everyday thing that, you know, you gotta do so I stay healthy. And yeah, I want to say thank you to my followers. I do notice whenever I get a new follower, and I notice over, like, you know, I always get new followers every month, and I'm just like, I feel bad because I'm like, dang, I didn't post, I'm not posting anything. And thank you to my followers on Instagram, because I also do see that you guys are also following. Oh shoot, it's raining outside. But yeah, thank you for my followers, and please feel free to leave comments. If you have any questions, you can leave questions in the comments below or message me on my Instagram, because I do respond to my Instagram. Instagram is weird where it's like it doesn't give me the notification that I got a message because it shows as hidden or whatever. But like if I don't see it, comment on one of the videos and be like, hey, I messaged you on Instagram, if you can go check it real quick, and then I'll check it. I always respond back, and you know, it's great because, you know, I like helping people. So for everyone that always has like all these questions, like, I'll answer them. Like, I don't have no problem answering questions to the best of my capabilities, but just know that, like, I'm going off of my experience, and that I'm not a doctor, I'm a nurse. I'm not a doctor, and, you know, and even though I am a nurse, I am a new nurse, so I'm not out here giving out like diagnoses, and I'm not really giving out like anything related to like that stuff. I'm more so just giving you what I've experienced in my experience. So yeah, other than that, thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe.